Alright, world, hello again, and continuing where I left off on the previous session of Let's Psychoanalyze Me. Um, I left off with how the ideal standards of image of beauty, as far as physical attraction, for most women, at least those that I've encountered, um, height does play an issue, and so that's another thing working against me in that sense. So that also adds to the self-image, the self-esteem, as well. So with those three, and I guess maybe a fourth, going into the self-image and self-esteem, or branching off from that, is maybe it's all in my head, my my gut feeling, that girls uh, supposedly know right off the hand, and I made a video on this one too, of whether or not they're attracted or know whether or not they're going to sleep or start a relationship with someone, with a guy, by just looking at him on first impressions. And if that's the case, then at first look, for uh, and to elaborate on that first look thing, uh, I know from my experiences, from walking up to girls or trying to start small chat, hey, how are you doing? You know, or even trying to hint anywhere towards that. Uh, Again, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just in my head. But when I walk up to them, I can immediately see in their eyes, their facial expressions, their body gestures, their body language, that it's the look of I'm not interested, or the oh God, please don't come towards me, I'm not interested, please, please, don't have him say hi to me, I don't want to turn him down. And as sad and as pathetic and pitiful as that sounds, consider it my internal radar, that that's how I feel, that that's the vibe that I'm getting, or that's the vibe that she's pushing out there. And it's just blatant at times when you ask, or when you already ask, hey, are you seeing someone, would you like to go for drinks or something, and it's the typical normal excuse of I'm busy, I have a boyfriend, I'm not interested. Actually, I'd rather have the I'm not interested part as opposed to the other ones. Um, but that's only if they were true. You know, I have no disrespect, no qualms, no anger, if, she really is dating someone. But if she has to lie to, you know, throw me off, or just any of that, that kind of hurts a bit more. And sometimes you just don't even, or I don't even make that third or fourth step up, because you really get that look of disinterest. And it's, as I said, it's the look of, oh God, please don't talk to me, I'm not interested, or anything, or you don't have a shot, or anything else. And worst case scenario was walking up to a girl and just saying hi, and she responds with, I already have a boyfriend. And you're like, what the fuck? You just have that look of, woman, I just said hi, are you that paranoid? And it's like, again, maybe it's just me, my head, and the little demons of what they're saying to me. but I think I've been around women long enough throughout my years and experiences of rejection that I would like to think that I know from previous experience how things will turn out by body language, by looks, by gestures. You can tell. So I don't need to be any kind of rocket scientist or anything for that. And I'm pretty sure you girls know that you know whether or not you're interested in someone, typically based on first looks as well. And it's not till after you get to know someone through conversation and talking that maybe then, beyond first impression, that you might feel that this person, might have more to offer. Um, and then I guess just branching off a bit from that is how they go on to say that women wise up in their later years. They start to mature in their mid 30s and so. And I made a video on that one too, of why guys have to wait for them to mature and grow up, and that after that stage they start looking for uh, guys or someone, a partner beyond looks. And why do the men have to suffer through their teens, early adulthood, till middle age for the women to wise up before, uh, finally being able to get their share of the happiness. Um, so, I guess that's where that comes into why I supposedly haven't found anyone. And then there's the other argument of, well, is your standards too high? And that kind of breaks up into a lot of other small topics of, well, what do we consider standards, and what's too high, what's too low? I think I and everyone out there wants someone decently cute, someone that they can look at, that they don't have to put a paper bag over, to they gotta be able to look at the person, with or without their makeup. So asking for that, um, to want them to not be a nag, not be a bitch, in terms of uh, just the attitude, just wanting someone that is just nice, someone genuinely kind, not someone that's going to use and abuse, that's a gold digger, that's really selfish, that's trying to take advantage of the person at every single uh, step of the way. And of course, it's hard to pick out who's a gold digger, who isn't, who's really genuinely kind. Is she just being kind during the courting and then showing her ugly head after the fact? So it's just those many topics and those many issues. And I mean, you want someone that you can share your good times and your bad times. And of course, it's not always going to be filled with good times. And I, like hopefully other supposedly sane people out there, understand and realize that you take the good with the bad, but you want to minimize on the bad. And so far, I don't think I've uh, asked for anything too much yet. Someone decently cute, you know, just kind with a nice personality. Let's see here. Aside from that, I guess the third one that goes more onto the decently cute, or a sub branch of that, is, I like her to be, healthy, fit, in shape. Is this a attack or a deterrent towards larger women. You know, not necessarily. And I say that for good reason. Some people might look at this and get themselves, yeah, right. He just doesn't want a fat ass or anything. And a part of me believes wholeheartedly that uh, huh, I'm running short on time here, so I guess I'll continue with that in the next section.